I'm Natalia Bonne. It's day 296. Today we're going to be stitching using my new mini inside out machine quilting ruler. Let's get stitching. I'll start out by using my blue Mark Be Gone marker and a rotary type ruler. I'm going to mark a T right through the center of my quilt block. From there, I'm ready to begin stitching. I'll actually start out stitching by stitching in the ditch around the outside of the quilt block. I love the look of stitch in the ditch, so it's something that you're going to see that I often do with my machine quilting. However, it's obviously completely all personal preference. Once I've stitched in the ditch all the way around the outside, I'm going to begin stitching on the left-hand side of the block. I'm going to stitch point-to-point angular lines from the left down to the bottom, from the bottom over to the right, from the right up to the top, and then from the top back over to that left side where I started stitching. Once I get back to where I started stitching, then I'm actually going to travel back up my stitch line a little bit, actually just a ½ inch, and now I'm going to stitch straight lines that are coming out of that center box that I just created. So when I start out stitching these lines, I'm lining the markings on my mini inside out machine quilting ruler up right on top of that previous stitch line on that box in the center, using that as a reference line to know that my lines are all straight and radiating out. Another thing you're going to notice when I stitch that second box, or the straight lines radiating out in that second box, I personally like to stitch away from my body, pushing the ruler away. So I chose to travel down the ditch, then stitch those lines radiating up towards the top. I'll continue repeating that design, moving my ruler over so that the first marked line is always on top of my previous stitch line. That's how I know that I've always got that perfect ½ inch spacing. Once I've completed those top two triangles, then I'll move down to the bottom of the block and repeat that process stitching on those bottom two triangles. Now again, I'm more comfortable working from the center moving out, so I'll stitch over to the center and then work out from there. Play around with this. You'll see that you might be more comfortable working in different methods. There's no right or wrong as to where you start or stop. It's really all about what makes you most comfortable. After I've completed all of that stitching, I'll complete this design by misting away those marked lines. Friends, I hope you enjoyed today's block and found a little bit of inspiration with my machine quilting. Now just remember, you can pick up the panel, the rulers, the thread, all of the notions that I'm using in this video today over on my website, peaceandquilt.com. And don't forget to share your progress pictures over on Instagram using the hashtag Let's Stitch with Natalia. That's where we will be selecting winners for weekly prizes. See you all tomorrow. Thank you.